Are we first overall?
Come on, get pass rush help. Either Will Anderson or Jalen Carter.
Arthur, you're gonna like this. It's this kid from Alabama. I think he's gonna do a lot of great stuff.
Will Anderson. I knew it. Let's go!
I like Bryce Young a lot. He's gonna work.
Oh,
What's going on, Falcons fans? Logan here. Welcome back to Res Up Rundown. And if you're new here, welcome. So this is going to be an incredibly interesting topic, and that is, should the Atlanta Falcons trade with the Chicago Bears for the first overall pick of the 2023 NFL Draft? Remember, the Falcons hold the 8th overall pick and the Bears the 1st. But the Bears, I don't know if they confirmed it or if they're just kind of having some smokescreen and some rumors that they're going to trade the first overall pick. But it looks like they're probably going to trade the first overall pick. We just don't know who they're going to trade it with. Let alone, I don't even know if they're actually going to trade the first overall pick. But it looks like they will. So should the Falcons be that team? Should the Falcons trade their 8th overall pick for the first overall pick? And my honest answer is, if it's incredibly easy, then sure. But if not, which it's not going to be, then no. So let's first go over, if the Falcons do get the first overall pick in this incredibly easy scenario, let's just say the Bears, all they really need is the 8th overall pick, and maybe they could use another receiver. So, let's be honest, I think that receiver that we would trade for the first overall pick, if it was that easy, by the way, would probably be Olamide Zaccheaus. He's been a pretty good wide receiver for us, and he could maybe be like a good wide receiver number 2 or 3 for another team. So the Bears, I guess, could use him alongside Darnell Mooney. And then the Falcons, if they got the first overall pick, who should they get? Very obviously, Will Anderson or Jalen Carter. Doesn't matter who. I would prefer Jalen Carter, but I don't know. If we got Will Anderson, I would not complain either. Jalen Carter played for Georgia. He would be staying home, and he's a great player. And Will Anderson is not that far away from Georgia. Great player. Pass rush is a need. Grady Jarrett could use some help. Easy. But the first overall pick is not going to be that easy for the Falcons. Let's just say it as it is. It's not. We would have to give up a lot more than just Olamide Zaccheaus in the 8th overall pick. That was kind of just like a scenario on if it was seriously so easy. The Bears would probably want a lot. The Falcons, I don't see them being a team to seriously have so much money and maybe get all these players that they might get in free agency, only to give the Bears a king's ransom just for the first overall pick. That just wouldn't make sense. Why would the Falcons, hopefully, fingers crossed, grab all of these players that they might get in free agency and all these young and developing players? Why would they get them and then just give it away for a first overall pick? I don't know. That literally makes no sense. So I don't see a world where we get the first overall pick. Unless it is that easy. So that's why my answer mostly is no, because I don't know, that makes no sense. Shouldn't we just use the cap space to get some new players in free agency and use our younger players to draft and develop? 8th overall in the draft really isn't even all that bad if you want a great, impactful player right away. We could use a pass rusher in the first round, even at 8th overall. It doesn't have to be Will Anderson or Jalen Carter. Is what I'm hoping we get, pass rush. We could also go get corner, but I'm hoping we get pass rush. We have the second most cap space in the league. I think the Bears have the most cap space, don't they? I might be mistaken. So, I guess that would be kind of cool if the Bears really just don't even want a king's ransom, and they use all their cap space to get all these players. And maybe the 8th overall pick really would be easy, because it's the Bears literally just spent the whole free agency getting all these players. They don't really need more. So maybe it would be that easy. I don't know. There's no way. There's no freaking way. So that's just what I think. It's just use the cap space that you have to get all these new players and then draft and develop. 8th overall isn't even a bad spot to get a great pass rusher. But if it's so easy, then sure. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys for the video this Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. Love and appreciate you all for the support, and as always, rise up.